Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Idle Angels video. Today is Friday and we got our usual weekly reset of the events. So I'm not going to delay much. I just want to say for a brief seconds what you can expect in the next week when it comes to the videos. I think I will have enough of free time to make the following videos. So one should be for the support suggestion of a PvP lineup, then a support suggestion of a PvE and PvP lineup. So basically I will try to explain how I would see which supports are good for PvP and which are good for PvE. So depending on which one you want to do better, or if you are willing to pay some money, you can try and build both sides, because the supports will differ between PvE and PvP. And then I got a nice suggestion to explain and to prepare you for the Christmas events that we expect to start either on 20th or 26th of December this month. So I will try to prepare those videos so you can expect them in the next few days. Now let's focus on the current events that are available for us. Cosmic Tree, this is a PvP, sorry, not PvP, it's a pay to win event. Why is it pay to win? Because in order to reach the max stage of reward, you will still need to pay. And if you are a patient guy and you wait for the 7th day, it will be way cheaper compared to if you decide to try and get the reward on the first day. Basically, because for the 7 days you will be logging, you will receive those stellar liquid, and with the free option you will always be able to get to level 3, but you will need to pay in order to reach the level 4. And keep in mind, if you complete multiple rounds of this event, that you can claim some of these rewards. In my opinion, it is not worth to go for those rewards over here. It is just okay to go for a 1 MR chest, which should be around 70-80 euro, depending on if you wait for the 7th day or if you want to rush it today. Then we have the wish pool. On wish pool, as I've mentioned on my videos, the rebates are a bit worse than on the other events. So basically, the more blues you spend, the more blues you will get in return. But with wish pool, it's a bit worse than Incarnation Reborn. But when it comes to the angels, we have Heimdall, we have Icarus, Thor, and Athena. When it comes to Heimdall, she is used sometimes in PvP, but by older players, because they have built her back in the day. And also her MR can be used for PvE, but it is definitely not needed. I've seen multiple teams reach out to the maximum PvE stage that we currently have without having to use Heimdall. I myself have passed some stages that in the past have required Heimdall, but with the new supports we don't really need to use her. So for now I would say that you can completely skip her. When it comes to Icarus, I think on my rank list I put her on 10th or 11th slot as a DPS. She is okay as DPS, it's just that she is an SSR plus based DPS, which means she costs a lot of blue scrolls. So if you're willing to pay and you don't mind that she requires a lot of blue scrolls, if you want, build her, but there are definitely better options. So in my opinion, it's a skip. When it comes to Thor, she is used in PvP for crowd control. So you can build Incarnation level 2 of Thor and then build her with her own relic, because it gives her speed, and try to place her in a position so you can snipe the enemy DPS or an enemy angel that you don't really like and destroys you in the PvP. For instance, if you put Thor on position 1, you will stun position 1 and 5. Let me just show you on the lineup. Over here, basically, if you put her on position 1, she will stun 1 and 5. If you put her on position 2, it will be 2 and 4. And then on position 3, it will be 3 and 6. And accordingly, if it's on 6 and 4, it will still do those in front. But the main idea is that you put Thor on the 1, 2, or 3, because you would like her to stun first 2 of the angels. but currently that's why we use Thor. Of course, if you're willing to pay, you can max her out and use her, but for PvE, she won't really make much of a difference. And when it comes to the Athena, I haven't really thought much about Athena. I haven't really seen much of her being played, mainly because she doesn't have her incarnation level yet. So definitely for now, I would say you should skip her. She is definitely not needed. And maybe if her incarnation level is something really, really nice, we can talk more about her. And please don't forget, if you're spending some scrolls to claim back your rebates rewards. Now, Incarnation Reborn. This is probably a really, really good week because you will be able to claim for free either Hela, Uriel, or Freya. You will have the option to claim the other angels at a later time when they appear on Incarnation Reborn, so don't worry. But my suggestion is to get Hela, because Hela is an amazing support. She is definitely used for a late game PvE, and definitely in PvP you can find some nice usefulness of Hela. So my choice for this week will be to get Hela. Of course, if you feel like that Uriel incarnation level 0 will help you out a bit more. Why I say that is because Hela will cost you around 1000 blue scrolls until you get the feeling that Hela is doing a lot of help for your team, because you will need MR level 2 on Hela. And with Uriel, it's a bit different. With Uriel, what you need is only incarnation level to be unlocked. You don't even need 1 star on the incarnation level. And you can already negate 1 instance of damage in PvE. So yeah, there is the option. I have built myself Uriel incarnation level 0, but in my opinion, Hela is always good and the better choice for later on to be maxed out. Of course, it's kind of a preference which one of the two you want, but there are teams which won't really need Uriel even in late game PvE. When it comes to my personal choice, really, I think I will take the Hela for free, and I will wait for the next Incarnation Reborn of Uriel, especially if you are a person who's waiting on Nemesis for the Christmas week to summon for the Nemesis. If you already own your DPS, then yes, maybe Uriel will be a bit better for you. And when it comes to the Freya really good DPS, but she got dethroned by, in my opinion, Anubis and Nemesis, mainly because they are just way cheaper compared to Freya. So if you have built a Freya, it's not a mistake. But if you are considering building Freya, in my opinion, it's just to better build Nemesis and save a lot of blue scrolls, and don't bother with Freya. Make sure to clear out the Creator's Sanctum, because basically over here you will receive 30 scrolls, which will allow you to summon for the incarnation level of the angel that you're doing the Sanctum, and then you can get some rebates. Myself, I summoned 200 times for the Hela, and I made my Hela incarnation level 3. My goal is to max her out to be incarnation level 5. When it comes to the summoning packages, I suggest always to buy this one over here if you are low spender, or if you don't mind spending $1, because this is the best option. And if you're planning to play the game for the long run, this one will definitely help you out. Over here on the Divinity Store, don't forget to come over here and get as many of the blue scrolls as you can, because that will definitely help you. And on the training speed and the divinity pack to claim all of the available possible rewards that you have. Those quick combat scrolls in the beginning will be hard to get because you don't really have maxed out angels, but later on you will be getting nice amount, because you can see, since my Hela is maxed out, I'm getting this event 3 of those scrolls. This will be for the Incarnation Reborn. When it comes to the Weekend Bliss, the quiz, it's good to complete sometimes in the beginning, because you will learn some things and mechanics about the game, but later on it doesn't really matter if you guess correctly or wrongly. You will only the difference is only 25 diamonds, so in my opinion you can just spam it if you don't really want to read out the questions and bother with them. We also have Ocean Party. In Ocean Party, the goal is to stop summoning at around 500 because you don't get more rewards than those 500, and then to redeem all of the blue scrolls that you can get. And with the normal stars, I am always getting the enhancement essences, and with my leftover shells, I am always getting the level 3 gem pouches because my gems are lacking and falling behind by a mile. Thanksgiving is done now, so make sure to use all of your chicken over here and then to go to the chicken and claim your rewards depending on the level that you have achieved. And then on the point store, I suggest that you buy all of the blue scrolls first, and then I bought all of the deluxe gifts. But if I have unlimited amount of points, I would buy the blue scrolls first, then I would go for the destiny stars, and then I would go for the either tier 5 or tier 4 chest depending on what I need, and lastly I will get the SSR plus chest. I don't think there's, oh yeah, and make sure to use your feathers if you have leftover feathers. I've already talked about how and what to prioritize, but the main goal is always the blue scrolls and then to go for the tier 3, 4 and 5 chests. Then the Eudomon hunting, claim your arrows each day, and then you do the shooting, which will kill the bosses, with which all you care about is the elemental stones. You don't spend your points for anything else, only for the elemental stones. If you're playing for the long run of the game, you will need a lot high amounts of these stones, so please consider doing that. On the popular event, there's almost nothing interesting, so there is not really much to say. On the limited scroll, you get your free blue scroll, and we ignore Star House. This event just doesn't exist in the game, even if you're paying. And lastly, Lucky Valley, you are going to want to buy the first row of the items, and then on Lucky Gate to collect as many of these as you can from the challenges. And once you reach 550 or you are close to 550, you can start spending your lucky coins, but make sure that you always, by the end of the event, complete the 550 challenge so you can get those 20 blue scrolls. Otherwise, the rewards are very diminishing and it's definitely not worth to spend your lucky coins for this event. Overall, I think that this is going to be it for the current weekly events. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments, and make sure to join the Discord channel. So if you have some specific questions, I can also answer them on the Discord, or people that are already a bit more experienced in the game can help you out as well. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.